Close to 300 days, 9 months, countless all-nighters and sacrifices later, I finally found myself a college. This video will cover how I prepare for my MICAT exam and how you can also prepare for your own. What's up, it's EnvIshaan and I know मैं बहुत समय से गायब था. I know आप लोग सोच के थक गए होंगे कि आपका savior, overlord कहाँ गायब हो गया था. I know. Well, I'm back and I have some news. I gave my CAT exam this year and I got shortlisted for 3 excellent colleges. Made it into 2 and will be joining one of them. Now in this video, I will walk you through how I prepared for my CAT exam and how it would make sense for you to prepare for it this year. My preparation started towards the end of June last year, so I had a total of 3 months for my preparation. I was nervous. This is the first time that I'm studying for a competitive exam after JEE, but it's so confusing. What exactly do I study? Which books to look into? Which coaching classes to join? Can I self-study? How many hours should I put in? Which colleges to apply for and where? To start off, let's talk about setting a benchmark. This video is not sponsored, obviously, but I can tell you the resources I prepared from and how you can make your own choice. Let's start with the exam itself, CAT. It has 3 sections, starting off with verbal, moving to data interpretation and logical reasoning, and finally quantitative aptitude. I know, very heavy words, but let me get into it. Now here is what makes it a really fun exam to prepare for, but a really difficult exam to give. Each section has close to 22 questions. To be more specific, 20 for DILR, 22 for quants, and 24 for verbal. At least that was the case till last year. The verbal section has passages and verbal ability questions. The passages are the same as the school passages you would do, but that's it. It's not even close to similar in terms of the difficulty levels. The CAT passages are extremely difficult to comprehend. All the answers are so similar and the passages are not easy to read either. But hey, that's the challenge, right? If it is difficult for you, it's difficult for everyone else. Then there's a new category of questions introduced last year called the fill in the blanks, which, as the name suggests, you need to fill the blanks with the most appropriate options available. Next, we move on to logical reasoning section, where you will be given between 4 to 5 sets, all of them having 4, 5 or 6 questions respectively. Usually the smaller sets or the sets with the lesser number of questions to do is the easier set, but that's just anecdotal. The questions will test your data reading and interpretation skills.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
And the categories of questions can vary a lot, from rearranging a batch of students to filling up missing information from a table to reading charts and answering questions. For most people, the DILR section is the most difficult to master, so they try to maximize their scores in the other 2. One channel that I found really outstanding with regards to their logical reasoning playlist was the Elite's Grid. The link will be in the description so you can check them out. We move to the third section, which is the quantitative aptitude section. There will be 22 questions of various kinds. Some will be MCQ, some will require you to type in the answer, also known as TETA questions. I will leave the link to a detailed spreadsheet which you can use to prepare for your exams. The quant section will have questions from topics such as simple and compound interest, mixtures and allegations, geometry and mensuration, profit and loss, etc. Okay, so now you know what to study, but how to study is yet to be decided. Where exactly do you study for the exam? For free resources, you can look into certain YouTube channels section-wise. For the quantitative section, the Unacademy YouTube channel is quite exhaustive. I did not have to study anywhere else. Just doing that should suffice. They have topic-wise videos and previous year questions. As for DILR section, as I mentioned before, the best channel on YouTube by far is Elite's Grid. You just need to be a little careful with the difficulty level of questions and the question type. Best way for you to study would be to search for a specific question type and see the results. The only section I found difficult to find good reliable sources on is the verbal section, because it is really intuitive. And even the best of coaching teachers will tell you what they believe the right answer is, instead of there being an actual right answer. It is really easy to give your reasoning when you already know the answer to a certain question, right? Anyway, C2C Mentors is one channel that I believe you can look into for the verbal section. Although I will again say, I don't find any YouTube channel super reliable with the verbal preparation. There's a pattern to answers definitely, but you will catch it as soon as you start actually solving questions. You can't find it, elsewhere or, looking into YouTube channels. As for coaching classes, I was in a job before this, so it wasn't possible for me to be in one. So that's on your discretion. No advices there. Okay, so now I know what to prepare for and where to prepare it. Now it's time for tests. I had taken up 2 separate test series, one of them being the Byju's test series for CAT and the other being the Unacademy test series. Now, to Byju's test series was absolutely amazing and even super accurate. Now, I know there is some stigma attached to the name, but just trust me on this one. The quantitative questions were kind of difficult in terms of the difficulty level compared to the actual exam day, but it is a great place to give mock tests. You can also find the Oswald previous year question books to have all the previous year question papers in one place. The Arun Sharma volume of books is the best resource to have a vast library of practice questions. Okay, so now you know the A to Z of CAT preparation. I've also linked the spreadsheet which you can copy and make your own changes on. So what next? Well, you start applying to colleges. Which college to apply for? Well, I might discuss them in another video. So do let me know in the comment section if you would want me to talk about the best 20 colleges in the country. Is CAT the only exam that you can give? Well, of course not. I mean, even JEE wasn't the only exam you could give that year, right? Similarly, while CAT is the highlight exam to give, there are many top colleges that do not accept CAT scores, but might have their own exams that you would have to give. Take ISB for instance, the highest rated Indian B school, at least according to various rankings, does not take CAT. It requires you to give the GMAT exam. Similarly, XLR Jamshedpur, constantly featuring in the top 10 if not the top 5 colleges of the country, requires you to give the XAT exam. Nasimunji requires you to give NMAT exam. Symbiosis, SNAP, MICAT, TESTNet and so on. I'm telling this to you because I had a terrible CAT exam day experience. I completely messed up on the day of the exam and I thought my year was over. But thankfully, there were a lot of colleges that would let me have a shot with them without my CAT percentile. Your CAT exam will happen in the last week of September. So start preparing at least 4 to 5 months before the actual exam date. Right now might be a great time for you to actually get into the exam prep. Now you know how to start preparing, what's the exam like, where to study from, where to practice and how to manage your time. It was this schedule over and over again that helped me perform well in my entrance exams, making me eligible for 3 of the top 20 B schools of the country. Feel free to ask me as many questions as you would like to in the comment section and I will try to reply to all of them. I will come out with 3 separate videos where I will talk about my interview experience in all these 3 colleges. Tab tak ke liye, stay safe, see you soon.